This video is talking about how to set up Hotsync, and the first time you start it, I've actually got it set onto my desktop so I can start it from there. Double click and it should appear down here on the taskbar. There it is. Right clicking on it, set up for local USB and local serial. I'm actually using a USB serial converter, so I've got both of them ticked. If you were just using straight into a serial port, you possibly would only need that one ticked. You can go into setup, and as I say, I set it up so it's manual. I start it myself since I don't want it every time Windows starts up. Under local, it's set up to the serial port that the converter, the serial USB converter, is identified as, and speed set as fast as possible. The other thing you need to set up, right click, is custom, and on there, when it first arrives, most of these datebook address to do will be set to synchronize the files, and you're not going to want to do that. All you're interested in is uploading your itty-mitty stuff, so you won't use any of those. So if you go into change and set it to do nothing, set it as default and say OK, and the same for each of these. Ignore these little messages, they're not relevant to us. Do nothing, don't forget sets default, OK. Again, you can ignore that. Now I've already set all these to do nothing on my system, so we're now set so that each time you start it up it will default to doing nothing. If you want to overwrite for the system, if you want to change that so that the handheld overwrites the desktop, that would be bringing something back from the Palm, or normally the desktop to overwrite the handheld. If you set it to that and say OK, then the next time you do your Hotsync, the desktop will overwrite the handheld, but the next time you start up Hotsync it will have defaulted back to doing nothing. So you get to choose just what you want each time. Having done that, everything done, and you're ready to start using your itty-mitty loader to actually do Hotsync and download your files. But that's another story.